Hey everybody, welcome back. Today is Thursday. I'm really glad to be here yet again for another vlog. Super pumped about today's talk. Before we begin though, I want to let you guys know tomorrow I'm not going to be uploading a new vlog. I've got family business to attend to and I just simply don't have time. And to be honest, I could kind of use a break from all social media aside from YouTube here. I've been going super hard on all my channels, so I think tomorrow is going to be the start of at least a miniature break. I'm going to get started right back next Monday though, so just keep that in mind. No daily vlog tomorrow, that is on Friday. So anyways, nonetheless, today we are going to talk about visualizing the end of your goal, aka thinking with the end in mind. Now, this is something I learned back in college from my cross-country coach. He always told us during almost every speech, he always mentioned think with the end in mind. Whether it was think with crossing that finish line, that feeling, that energy, that passion you have finishing a race, or finishing a workout, or finishing a season on a good note. Just visualizing the end of whatever goal it is that you're trying to attain. This is extremely powerful because it already puts in your mind the finish. You've already thought about finishing and imagining what it felt like or is going to feel like. That is. Visualization is truly powerful in many situations, but especially visualizing your goals and thinking about the end of that goal and how good it's going to feel, how great it is to overcome these barriers, these things that have led you now to the finalization of this goal. And if you do that enough, you visualize the end, think with the end in mind, it will provide motivation, more power to achieve your goal, whatever it is you're trying to attain. But it does take a lot of energy to constantly be reminding yourself of this every day. It's a great motivator because it reminds you there's always an end to your goal and then the start of another one. So it's a huge tactic that I've been using since college, and I'm really thankful of my coach. His name's Don Fritch. He's retired now, but I learned a lot from my running coach, and there was one particular thing he did with us the night before every race. He basically had us meditate on the floor of our hotel, and he would walk us through the next day's race, and we would think about it in our mind. We visually think about it and literally walk through every part of the race, whether it was waking up to going to the race itself, stretching, warming up, the race itself, finishing really well, cooling down, going to get something to eat afterwards, and then coming home. He would literally take us through every single step, and that was super powerful because it kind of tricks your mind into thinking you've already done it. Of course, the next day when we show up to race, we pretty much raced exactly how we thought it was going to go the night before, which is extremely powerful. It says a lot about our human mind and what we can imagine we eventually do, whether it's the next day, the next month, year, etc. If you just keep on visualizing yourself doing these amazing things and then actually doing the work. See, we actually had a race to achieve the results. We want to just go to the race and not race, right? You have to actually do and provide action towards whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. But there is definitely an important part of the equation here that a lot of people miss. That's just thinking about it, visualizing it, seeing the goal, and then thinking about how it's going to feel, how you're going to get to the end of that goal. And without a doubt, it's super powerful. It's helped me in so many situations. I truly hope it helps you guys as well. But there is a lot that can be said about visualization and just the amount of great things that can come as a result of it. And then once you can see the end result of your goal, then you can start reverse engineering that. You can start going through the steps, what you need to do to get there. If you don't know the steps, research the steps online. Ask someone who's been there before, just like we've talked about in the past here. If you can literally go through the steps of what's needed and know how to get there, and then see that end, that goal that you have set, and just work backwards from it, it's going to do a ton for you. It's going to take a lot of mental strain out of you because technically you've already been through it. You've already experienced these actions. Now you're actually physically doing them. Now here's a really cool example. This is a big study that was done on basketball. Actually, they just took average people who played at basketball, not professionals by any means. They had them shoot hoops in their mind. They had them visualizing shooting free throws in their mind and also in the physical real world. And it turned out that they shot better after they visualized it in their mind, as opposed to they had one group visualize it and they had one group that didn't. Normal experiment, you have a control variable. So basically what they found was the people who visualized it ended up shooting better in the real world, in the physical realm that is, than the people who didn't visualize it before they went to go shoot the hoops, which is insane. So it just shows that visualizing something, practicing it in your mind beforehand can do a lot for you. Like, let's say you've got a big speech coming up, you got to speak in front of a class or a big group of people at work, what have you. If you can visualize it in your mind before you actually do it, it's like your mind has already been there. This is a huge tactic used in so many industries, you guys, that this is like not a secret. This is a pretty well-known thing. If you don't know, that's okay, because I didn't know at one point. We all figure it out at some point. So if you're finding this out right now, awesome. I hope you utilize it and just start visualizing, thinking about it in your mind, seeing it. It's like your mind's eye, as they call it, right? You can apply it in so many different situations. I mean, you apply it, let's say, on a first date. Let's say you've got a great date coming up and maybe you're getting a little bit nervous about it. Visualize it being a good experience before you actually go into it. Think to yourself, hey, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna introduce myself, pull up a seat for whomever, and we're gonna have a great meal or coffee or whatever it is. We're gonna have a ton of fun at the movie, although I don't recommend a movie for your first date. You can't talk during it. So anyways, so if you can visualize yourself having a great first date, chances are it is going to go really well. You're going to become less nervous because you've already kind of experienced it in your mind. Now, of course, you can't foresee everything. This is just a generalized thing that you can do before any type of situation, any high stress, high pressure situation, just by visualizing it in your mind and then thinking about the end of whatever it is that you're about to do. So if it's a great date, you're going to say, hey, you know what, this is going to be great. By the end of it, I believe it's going to go really well, and chances are it is. And if it isn't, well, then it wasn't meant to be then, you know? Like I said, we can't foresee everything, but if you can at least prepare your mind beforehand, going into anything, visualize yourself doing really well in that certain event, or business dealing, or date, or what have you, race, a lot of great things can come from it. You know, it definitely doesn't hurt to do it. There's nothing really lost but a couple minutes of your time visualizing it. Now, I'm going to finish this off here by saying the best way to do this visualization technique is actually like when you meditate, when you go in a quiet room and just have no distractions, right? Zero distractions is highly important. Just doing some breathing techniques beforehand, breathing in and out and relaxing all your muscles so you can solely concentrate on this visualization of whatever it is that you want to visualize. So if you can get in a really relaxed state, no distractions, think about what you're about to do and think about the end of it as well, from starting to beginning. A lot of great things can come from this, you guys. I hope this has helped you all. Thank you again for watching. My name's Kyle Coughlin. Please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I hope my video didn't cut out again at some point. I reformatted my SD card, so I hope that fixes the situation. But like I said earlier, I'm not going to be doing a vlog tomorrow, but I will be back next Monday. Add me on Snapchat in the meantime. I'm going to show you just some stuff throughout the weekend at ProducerKCM. You can find all my other links in the description below. Thank you so much, guys. I love you all. I hope you enjoyed all the daily vlogs this week. If you've been following along, I greatly appreciate it. Again, my name is Kyle Coughlin, and I shall see you guys next Monday. Have a great, safe weekend. Enjoy it. Alright, guys, I'm out of here. Later.